Dear students, today we will discuss about subject-verb agreement rules in case of collective nouns. First of all, let's understand what is a collective noun. Dear students, collective noun means a word that represents a group of persons, animals, or things, such as audience, police, class, committee, team, army, etc. These words are examples of collective nouns. There can be many more collective nouns. Students, when a group or when a collective noun acts as a single unit in a sentence, always we have to use singular verb with that. Let's take an example. Students, look at the given sentence here. The committee has agreed to take a decision. Here, collective noun, the committee is acting as a unit. Number of members in the committee are working as a unit. That's why in the given sentence, committee, collective noun is acting as a unit. That's why we used here singular verb has. Let's take one more example. Students, in the second sentence, board of directors meets once in a month. Here we do have collective noun board, but all the members of the board are acting or working as a unit. That's why collective noun board here is regarded as a singular subject. In that case, we use here singular verb meets. Dear students, in the first video we already have discussed when we do have a verb without s or es is a plural verb, and we add in the given verb s or es, that is a singular verb. Now meets here is a singular verb. That's why here when board was working as a singular subject, we used here singular verb meets. Dear students, if in a sentence we used collective noun but members of the given group are working as an individual, then it always takes a plural verb. When members of a group acting separately, individually, takes a plural verb. Let's take an example. Students, look at the given sentence. The teams are fighting for a match. In the given sentence, we have collective noun teams, but here collective noun teams is working as an individual, because in the sentence we are talking about so many teams. You can say number of teams were fighting. That's why when collective noun team is representing or being represented here as an individual team, in that situation we have to use here a plural verb. So that's why we used here plural verb, that is are. Let's take one more example. Dear students, look at the second sentence. The audience were cheering. In the second sentence, we have collective noun audience. But here, collective noun audience is acting as an individual. For example, you can say number of people sitting over there and everybody was cheering. That's why collective noun audience here is acting as an individual. That's why in that case, we used here plural verb are. Dear students, another important point we need to know here is names of companies can be singular as well as plural. Names of different companies can be singular as well as plural. Students, look at the given sentence. Sharma and Corporation. Here we are talking about name of companies. Sharma and Corporation is here a name of a company, but here it's a plural subject. That's why we took here a plural verb. Students, we have already discussed earlier when two different subjects like Sharma Corporation joined by and, in that situation we have to take always plural verb. That's why Sharma and Corporation is regarded as a plural subject, and we used here plural verb have. Let's take one more example. Students, in the second sentence, the oil corporation is working efficiently. The first name of the company was plural subject, and the name of second company here is a singular subject. The oil corporation. The oil corporation here is a singular subject. In that case, we used here singular verb is. That's why It means name of a company can be collective like Sherman Corporation, and name of a company can be singular as well, here the Oil Corporation. When it is plural, always we take a plural verb. If it is a singular subject, then we take here a singular verb. Dear students, we can have nouns expressing time, money, quantity. If we do have such nouns in sentence as subject, then what we have to do? Dear students, if we do have such nouns expressing or considered as a single unit, then it always takes a singular verb. And remember students, these nouns can be used for different things such as expressing period of time. And such nouns can be used also for expressing amount of money. Dear students, such nouns if considered as a single unit always takes a singular verb. Let's take an example. Look at the given example. RS10 seems too much. Dear students, here we do have a collective noun RS10, but it is used as a unit, as a whole. That's why we used here singular verb seems. One more example. In the second sentence, 6 months is a long period. Here we do have a collective noun 6 months, but it is considered here as a unit. That's why 6 months considered as a single unit, singular subject. That's why we used a singular verb is. Let's take one more example. 5 meters is enough for a suit. Yes, students, in the given sentence 5 meters, here is another noun used in the sentence, but 5 meters we are using here as a unit. That's why it will be considered as a singular noun. In that situation, we have to use a singular verb, and singular verb here is. That's why singular subject plus singular verb. Dear students, if in a sentence you do have following expressions or phrases as a subject. For example, 1/2 of, 1/3 of, a part of, a majority of. What you will do in that situation? Dear students, if these expressions are followed by a singular subject, if followed by a singular subject takes a singular verb, and if followed by a plural verb, simply it takes a plural verb. If out of these given expressions it is followed by a singular subject, it takes a singular verb. If followed by a plural subject, it takes a plural verb. Let's take examples for this. Students, look at the first example. 2/3 of the file. 2/3 of the file has been sent. Here we were talking about if 2/3 of the file is followed by a singular subject. Dear students, we do have here singular subject file. In that situation, we have to use with singular subject singular verb. That's why we used a singular verb has. In that case, 2/3 of the file has been sent. Let's take one more example. Students, in the second sentence, a part of the house is burnt. Here, a part of the house. Here, after a part, we have house, and house here is a singular subject. In that situation, we have to use here singular verb is. Very simple. If phrase a part of something is followed by a singular subject, takes a singular verb. Let's take one more example. Look at the third sentence. The majority of people are Indian. In the first two given sentences, we had given phrases followed by singular subjects. In the third example, you can see here the majority of people. Here, people is a plural subject. So the rule says when the expression the majority of is followed by plural subject, in that case you have to use plural verb. So we used here plural verb are. Dear students, now let's talk about use of one of the in a sentence. If we do have one of or one of the in a sentence, it usually in a simple form takes a singular verb. In general form, it takes a singular verb. Let's take an example. Look at the given sentence. One of the books is lost. Here we used one of the books, although books is a plural subject, but the rule says when one of the is used in general sense, we used singular verb with this. So is here singular verb. Let's take one more example. Same way in the second sentence you can see one of the students is missing. Here according to the rule, one of the is followed by students. It's a plural subject, but according to the rule in general form, one of the students, in that situation we have to singular verb. So we used here singular verb is. Dear students, remember one thing. If one of is added with those who, if we were to have one of plus those who, or one of plus the things, if both the expressions are joined in a sentence, in that situation you have to use a plural verb. Let's take an example for this. Students, in the given example, he is one of those. One of plus those. He is one of those students who wants to play. Dear students, in the given sentence we do have two different parts. You can see sentence, you can divide it from here. Different two clauses, principal clause and subordinate clause. I hope you have studied about principal clause and subordinate clause. In the given sentence, those is here a plural object for preposition of. Those here plural object for preposition of. At the same time, we have here relative pronoun who want. So who want is here used for those. In that situation, the rule says we have to use plural verb, and we used here plural verb want. In the given sentence, in a very simple way, you can see word used who here is used for those. So whenever we are using a verb, it must agree with the antecedent of who. And what is the antecedent of who? That is those. So that's why in that situation we used here plural verb. And what is a plural verb? That is want. Dear students, remember one more thing. If in a given sentence only precedes one of those, in very simple words you can say if one of those is preceded by only, in that situation you have to use singular verb. In that situation you have to use singular verb. Let's take an example. Students, in the given sentence you can see Rohan is only one of the students who is working hard. Here rule says if one of the preceded by only. Simple, in very simple words, if before one of the or one of you use only, in that situation verb must be singular. Verb must be singular. If you look at the given sentence here, students is a plural object. It's here a plural object, but now very simple, according to the rule one of the is preceded by only. In that situation you have to use here singular verb. That's why we used here singular verb is. In the given sentence, subject is considered Rohan, singular subject. In that situation, with it we used here singular verb is. Students, with this last point, but not least, we have discussed most of important rules and points for subject-verb agreement. Do watch these videos again and again. Try to make your own examples, make your notes. I hope these videos will help you to understand the topic. Thank you and have a good luck.